Okay, last video. I'm tired from work, running to two stores. Um, but once my butt get on my feet, it'll be a blessing if I get Social Security. But even if I don't get it, I've never depended on anything. I always have a plan to bounce around to different jobs. At one point, it was just because I was picky or I didn't play with BS from jobs. I would keep it moving. But it's different now, which I have to due to my disability until I get a job, and I eventually will get one where it's for my bladder until I can get working in my field. But the biggest thing I plan on doing is getting back playing the lottery. I only played 3 times and won twice. I plan on getting my book out there, especially working with a case manager at the library, especially because I was homeless, which they don't know at that. I know they know at that time frame, but of course not the case managers, but like the security guards, the janitors, and then the people. I forgot the abbreviation, but they be checking for people. Like they check every 30 minutes because people pass out or they be smoking in the bathroom or so forth, having sex, etc., etc. So, running back and forth, doing a bird bath, living in my car at that time frame. Before I was living on apartment floors, sleeping at laundromats, shelters here and there, like what, 2 shelters and 1 emergency shelter. 2 I dealt with bullying, 1 I didn't, thankfully. Um, even went to a site place just to get from being homeless, and I needed that 1 week break while living in my car, to bounce back, to keep pushing through, working even all jacked up instead of halfway jacked up. But I plan on definitely making sure this case is 2 case managers in my city. I don't know if there'll be much help, but I do know a company that you can pay for and you don't have to publish through a company, because I self-publish, and when companies find out, like my book almost made it on Barnes and Noble for consignment for 90 days, and if it did good, it would get back on the book. And once they found out I published through Amazon, they was like, we can't do so. And mind you, I was supposed to back then did put my books on Barnes and Noble also, but everything was really hard self-publishing. You had to learn everything literally if you never did it before. Like I had to do a lot of YouTube, searches and stuff, just like you would if, because I learned how to braid, okay, from YouTube. You can learn pretty much anything. Children don't understand that. You can learn how to count, your alphabet, you can learn stuff. Like if we had all that stuff before, like during our day, we would have been like geniuses going to freaking first grade way early on, because you can learn all these things if your parents didn't do so. And of course my parents did, but like it's nothing like the technology these days. They can learn pretty much anything and everything. But anyways, it's really big for me to get my book out there. um I guess because I never seen myself homeless. I knew like anybody, like it can happen to anyone, okay? But I never knew like one little mistake, like helping the wrong people can, especially if you got a disability and can't even afford to freaking be homeless in the first place. Um, but I know that's really big for them to know that. Like literally, because I have my books literally at the library, but I don't think both of them. One book is Be Kind, Kindness Matters. The other one is You're More Than Enough or something like that. The third book I never finished, which is all about Jesus and God. Jesus is too cool. My all in all, something like that. It's been so long. Like I've been homeless for a year and 5 months, and I've been dealing with overactive bladder, my disability, and making it worse and trying to fix it, going on 4 years now. I'm 33. So, anyways, getting my book out there would be the biggest accomplishment, more than America's Got Talent. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull that off, but like if I'm able to like pee in a diaper one day, obviously I can do any job, like actually work in my field as a teacher assistant, working with K through second. I've worked with a lot of grades up, not high school, but all the other grades and all the grades under except infants. And woo, let me tell you, those threes and fours.